Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a video to let you know all the books that I read in November. In November I read 11 books and most of them were reads, and I'm very excited to chat about it with you. So let's get straight into the video. The first book I want to talk to you about is A Chord of Winds and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. This is the third book in ACOTAR series. This is my second time reading this book and I really loved it. I did a read of the entire series in November and October. I didn't read the first book because I really didn't like it. So 5 out of 5 stars, I really enjoy it. And it was nice seeing the battle and how Reese and Farah's relationship developed more in the third book. This brings me to my other reread for this month, which was A Chord of Frost and Starlight, which is kinda a novella for the ACOTAR series. Most people don't like it, but I went inside it with low expectations and I really did enjoy it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars because I just went in decided to read it for some extra content for Farah and Reese, and that's exactly what I got, and I'm very happy about it. The next 3 books that I read were the Caraval Trilogy. The first book I read in the beginning of this month, and I really loved it. And I decided that I prefer the audiobooks much more because they bring the magic from the books to you, and it's really amazing. The first book I gave 4 stars. The next book I read was Legendary by Stephanie Garber, which is the second book in the Caraval Trilogy. This book is told from the other sister's POV, which I loved more because Scarlett isn't my favorite, Della is. And I gave this book 4.75 out of 5 stars, and I really loved it. And I really recommend all of you to read this trilogy. The next book I reread was Capturing the Devil by Kerry Maniscalco. This is one of my all-time favorite series, and I decided I wanted to reread it early this year. I read the other 4 books before this winter, and I took a break because this is a very stressful book. If you have read it, you know what I'm talking about. And I wasn't ready for all these nerves and heartbreak before the amazing ending, so I put it down for a little while and I picked it up in November and I loved it. 5 out of 5 stars. I love Thomas Cashwell, and hopefully soon I will read it again. Who knows? Next I read Finale by Stephanie Garber, and this book I gave 4.75 out of 5 stars. I really loved it. The ending still felt kind of abrupt. I wasn't sure if I felt correctly in the first time I read this series, but it has the same abrupt ending again with my second time rereading, and I'm really hoping that Stephanie Garber publishes a novella about Jax or a novella about what happens a few years after the events of these books, because I really want to find out what is happening in the future with Legend and Della, and what about Jax, Scarlett and Julian. And I'm not that interested, but I would like to know also. So please read this series, it's amazing. The next book I read, you can be surprised, and that is The Brightest Night by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the third book in the Origins series, which is my all-time favorite series as from this year. I recently discovered Jennifer L. Armentrout and my life has changed forever. I love Luke. I read this book when it came out in October, and I really wanted to read it again when my copy arrived. So I did it again, and my heart started all over again, and I need book 4 like yesterday, or at least Jennifer can give us a release date to have something to look forward to, or a cover, anything. But I'm really happy I read this book again. I really miss these characters, and I'm pretty sure soon I will read the entire series again. The next 3 books that I read were the Dark Elements series, which are White Hot Kiss, Stone Cold Touch, Every Last Breath by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I decided to reread this series, this trilogy, because I really miss these characters, especially Roth. I really miss his banter with Layla, and they're such a cute couple. I really loved reading about them, and I felt like rereading this series, so I did it. Especially since I didn't have anything to read, because most of my reads are in December, so I was free, so why not? And also 5 out of 5 stars, all these books, I really love them. And I'm also going to read the Harbingen series soon as a read for preparation for the next book. And I wanted to refresh my memory in the events of the Dark Element series, so win-win. Now, this final book, most of you don't know that I was struggling to read it because I just started my channel, but on Bookstagram, most people know that this book has been a huge struggle for me because I started it earlier this year, March I think, after finishing the second book. I got to page 130 and I put it down because it was super slow in the plot and nothing was going on, and I got bored and I really didn't want to read it because it's 900 pages book. So this month my friend Books with Sky, I will put her channel, her account down below if you want to check her out, reached out to me and asked if I wanted to buddy read this book together, because she knew that I was struggling with it. So this book is Queen of Red Darkness by Cassandra Clare. You can see why I had trouble. It's an enormous book, but I don't regret reading it. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars, and the ending in the last 300 pages or so was amazing. I'm hoping to post a review soon, but I'm not sure. But if you want to check it out, I have one on my blog. And I can't wait for the Wicked Powers. It's still 2 years until the next books, but at least I have a few others by Cassandra Clare to read. So that's it for my video. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe and stick around for more. Also, if you want, follow me on Instagram, bookswithnatasa, and I would appreciate if you give some likes to my post. And I will see you in my next video very soon. Bye!